welcome back to another podcast with Lounging with John. Hello and welcome back to Lounging with John, also known as the blind community. Glad to be here once again with all you wonderful people. And I wanted to do another podcast because I wanted to talk about something. Just because there was a comment made on a video from a long time ago, and I'm always about wanting to, make sure that people, that I've made myself clear about, different topics that I talk about, and so on. And let me also say this. When I first started doing things with the blind community a long time ago, I had different thoughts about the economy, about jobs, about finding jobs, and we live and we learn, right? We live and we learn. So, in a video, I guess, I'm still not sure exactly what this person was completely disagree with, but I'm going to be honest with you here. If anybody out there says that discrimination doesn't happen, that discrimination for jobs and stuff is not something that happens, it does happen, my friends. It does. Now, maybe you haven't experienced that. So I understand when someone might not agree, because if you've not been through it or you've never seen it, then it's hard for you to agree with it. And we all have different opinions. We all have our own opinions about everything, right? That's just, that's the way it is. That's what makes us human. Honestly, I wouldn't want everybody always to agree. Because then what would we talk about, right? Let me mute this. So, I had talked about discrimination and how hard it is to get a job, being visually impaired. And at that time it was really hard. When I would walk into a job interview and sit down, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that's been through this. Matter of fact, I know I'm not. So, to the one that disagrees with what I said, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I know for a fact I'm not the only one that's dealt with this. We do get discriminated against because of our disability. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. People go through it every day. You're not going to see a company admit to it. They're not going to come out and just say, oh no, I'm not going to hire you because you're blind. Of course not. That doesn't mean it's not happening. I'm a person that looks at things from many different perspectives, and that is something I'll always feel that way. And that's not me saying that, a blind person can't get a job. But any of you out there that might be visually impaired or blind that's been through this, tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me that you've never seen this happen to someone with a disability trying to get a job. It happens. But also, for me to correct myself, that long ago, I didn't have the same opinion about stuff as I do now. Because, I've learned. I've experienced things. I've been through different challenges in my life. And when you're wrong, it doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you was wrong. Me, when I'm wrong, I like to come back and say, hey, I was wrong. Now, maybe the way I put that message off years ago, maybe it sounded like I was saying that every blind person gets discriminated against. I don't believe that's what I said anyways. But if for some reason that's what got out there or was taken as, then by all means, that's not what I meant. The one thing that most of you know, MS Blue Wings, Joanne, Jerry, a lot of you out there, all you guys know that the other big thing about me is support. I do my best to support anybody that needs it. Anyone that's reaching out for help, I do my best to be there, give the best advice, suggestions, and to just offer a shoulder. Because that's what it's about. Helping each other. Someone asked me, and I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. Someone asked me, they said, hold on, I want to pull it up here. Where is it at? Here we go. I wanted to ask you a question, but I hope you don't take offense to what I'm about to ask you. You might not be one of these type of people, but I see it a lot in the city that I live in here in California. I have met quite a few blind people, and 85% of them are hateful, negative, or rude. What is your take on blind people acting this way? And are you this way? Oh, here we go. And I'm not going to leave out nothing. I don't want to make it sound all bad. From every podcast that I've listened to and every video that I've watched, I like watching your videos and listening to your podcast because you share your opinion, whether everyone will be agreeing with it or if everyone's against it. You are straight to the point, and I think that well, I think I meant to say really. I think that is really cool. Keep up the good work. I enjoy your shows, and I've been sharing your information with other people. Signed, and I won't say a name. Okay? All right. We're going to talk about this again at another time, because I'm going to tell you, I have also seen this a lot. Now, that's not to say that, you know what, sighted people can be the same way. I don't think that it's because of the physical disability of being blind. I don't think that is fully the reason. I think that it might play a part in it. But we're gonna hit this right on the nail here. Okay? I think that some, now please, if you for some reason are one of these people, do not take this the wrong way, because I don't judge anyone and I don't dislike anyone because of things that, ways that they might be. Doesn't mean I don't like you. I might not agree with it. I might not agree with what you say or what you do or how you act. But it gives me no right to just dislike you. Because that makes a, unfair world. And we already live in a world of crime and hate and drama and judging and criticism and bullying and all that. And I don't want to be on that same level. Okay? So, before I put my opinion out there about this, don't think that I'm against anyone, because I'm not. Guys, the problem is that there's a couple things. Now, I'm not saying this is the only problem, and I would love to get your guys' feedback. Jerry, I would love to get you on a podcast. I would love to talk to you about this as well, because you are good at conversations. We've not got to talk much, but hopefully that'll change. But number one, not that this is like the number one reason, but number one on my list so far. 3 words. 3 words for you. A sheltered life. That's right. A sheltered life. So you might be saying, what the heck are you talking about? What do you mean a sheltered life? That doesn't make any sense. Sure it does. Let's think about this for a second. Do you know anyone that gets everything done for them? Their food, their clothes, their everything. Do you know a person that doesn't take on any type of responsibility like that? Because if you do, then you know a person that has had a sheltered life. Now, some might be that way and no one takes care of them, and then they just live this horrible, messy, disorganized life. Others have it, where they're being taken care of. Now, I understand. Some can't help it. Some need help. I understand that. But I also believe, as a blind person, that if that is the only thing wrong with him or her or me or whoever, if that is the only disability, the only thing that gets in the way of anything, there is absolutely no excuse whatsoever. And the only way that a person that lives life like that will ever do better is to step up and make a change. Tell yourself, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be able to do this stuff on my own. What do I got to do to start learning this stuff? I want to be able to do my own laundry. I want to be able to cook my own food. I want to be able to pay my own bills. You can do it, my friend. And it's love that goes in with that shelter life as well. Your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, grandpa, whoever, sister, brother, that might maybe raised you your whole life, that they love you so much that they don't want to see you hurt or to go without. They want to see you happy. A lot of people do it also because it's a pattern. That's their lifestyle pattern, to take care of said person. They've done it their whole life, and because of that, they've never stopped doing it, and because of that, the person that is being taken care of like that has never stood up and said, no, I need to start doing this on my own. So there's more than one thing that causes things like this. And I believe that anybody, you, him, her, them, whoever, I believe anybody can change. Don't you? I did. I went through lesson after lesson, and it took me a while to get it. but I did at the age of 22. I love talking about it so much that I'm just going to do a podcast later, sharing my story once again about not accepting who I was and not accepting my disability, and how it caused me to go through many hard times. But once you accept things for what they are, that's when you can start looking at the steps to change things so that you can adapt, so that you can get into this new lifestyle or whatever, right? So to answer your question, yes, I have met people that way. Myself, personally, no, I'm not that way. I have never, and guys, now I'm not just saying this to try to look like a hero. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. I have never had anyone there to shelter me that way. I grew up and learned that if I want something done, either do it or go without. Right? Now, yeah, my mom might put, when I was younger, put my food on my plate for me or whatever. But what mother doesn't do that? It doesn't got nothing to do with, being blind anyways. That's just, it's what moms do. Right? But if I wanted a snack later in the day, it wasn't, Mom, will you get me this or fix me this? No. Do it yourself. You're hungry. You got 2 arms. You got 2 legs. You got the ability to go do it. Go do it. Right? Now, I don't think, and some people say yes, some say no, but I don't think that those that I have met that, are visually impaired or completely blind, and I'm sorry, I some people said different ways. I don't know. I'm just me. But I have seen some that are really grouchy and hateful. I have. But I don't think that that's just because of being, of having that disability. Again, it might play a part in it, but I don't believe in my heart. I don't believe that that's why they are that way. I think it's because that's the only way that they know to be. Right? You live life one way for so long, that's the only way you know to live your life. That's the only way you know to be. And so until someone can get their attention and let them know that, look, you could change. You don't got to be that way. I believe in you. Right? They're always going to be that way. Myself, I reach out to help people as much as I can. It's important to me. If I walked in a room of 1,000 people and there was one person that I was able to help that day, I would go home, mission accomplished. Purpose served. Because that's what it's about. It's not about how many people you help. It's about how you help. It's about who you help. It's about believing in more than just yourself. To not be a selfish believer and only believe in yourself and only brag about what you do and not believe that anyone else can do it. I believe in everybody around me. I believe in my kids. I believe in my mother. I believe in everyone within the blind community. Even if I've not met you yet, even if you just joined tonight, I believe in you. I believe that you can make a change in your life and do better if that's what you want. I believe my guide dog is panting like a panting doggy. Aren't you, girl? Huh? You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You get to go in about a week and get you a little shoddy in the booty. So anyways, I honestly feel bad for people like that, you know? Because I know that people that are grouchy and that are rude and mean to other people, you know, we all know what that leads to, right? It leads to no one wanting to be around them. It leads to, you know, a sad situation. I don't feel sorry for people like that because they have the ability to change. It just hasn't came to them yet. Send them my way and I'll do my best to get their attention because that's what I like to do. So yeah, to answer your question, no, I'm not that way. Like I said, I've been through a lot, and I blame no one but myself for the things that I've been through. A lot of people will point the finger at someone else when they're, you know, when they're going through this and that, when they don't want to take, you know, reality into, you know, the mix of things. But when it comes down to the reality of it, only you can change what you go through. And if you continue to go through things over and over, then it's only your fault. Nobody else's. Anyways, I hope that everybody's doing okay today. For the one that, you know, disagreed on a video long ago, you know, about discrimination and stuff, I'm sorry you feel that way. You know, we live and we learn, and that's all I can say on it. You know, whether it's jobs for the blind, jobs for the sighted, discrimination happens all the time. That will never completely just go away. Not you, not me, not 100 people with the same type of motivation can change that to make it just vanish. We can only step up to the plate when we see it happen and get something done about it. So, I'm going to leave you with this. And then I'm going to be working on another podcast that hopefully some of you or all of you will enjoy. But I'm going to leave you with this. If you are a person right now in your life and you feel lost, or you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not happy with the job you do, or you're not happy because you don't have a job, or you're not happy because you didn't do the things that you wanted to do, and now you feel like it might be too late, I just want to leave you with a little bit of inspiration. All of us here at the blind community believe in you for who you are. We believe in what you can do with your life. But the question is, my friend, if we can believe in you, if we can say, yes, you can do it, if we can say, yes, you are better than that, when will you start believing in yourself? When will you start giving yourself credit? When will you accept things for how they are and stand up and do something about it? Come and check us out at the Blind Community. It is www.theblindcommunity.org. We are working on getting a forum put together. I would love to have you guys join us as a member. We've got some great things going on that are getting ready to happen, and it's for everybody. And I would really, 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 really love to see all of you become a part of it. Okay? All of you. Because everybody will fit in, and everybody will have something that they can do in the group. If you want to find out more about the blind community and this new group that we have put together with college and outside of college, please stay tuned for the next podcast coming up soon. I want to give a shout out to MS Blue Wings, my blind mama's messy kitchen. I think you do an amazing job, Blue Wings. I think you're an amazing person. Justice, you're a good man. All you guys out there, Dragon Slayer, I love all you guys. And remember, all it takes is locking arms together to create a better future for tomorrow. I'm John with Lounging with John, as well as the Blind Community, and I'll talk to you soon.